Yeah, good evening, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning for those that are outside the country and those that are waiting to hear or to see my face. I'm still remain Dr. Kelvin Ifeanyi Chukwu. I am a gynecologist, and many people specialize me as a infertility killer. I don't know. Neither am I the best or am I the last. But I want to let you know one thing about infertility. Before I start, I'll first apologize to the previous video I did, last video I did, which many people complained about that they hardly hear because my speech was too fast. So I'm going to break it down for each and every one of us to know, and for from henceforth, the grammars and the English should be break down. You no longer a medical terms. Some people keep asking, what is the meaning of when you talk about myoma, when you talk about varices, what about this? I'm going to break all those things down. And I'm here to teach mainly about issue of infertility, from infertility in male, from infertility in female. Many people don't know what the meaning of this infertility. Most people will have the strong desire to conceive a child at the same point during their lifetime. Understanding the or understanding or they will find it difficult normally to conceive, or because of what there are things basically that affect this infertility. Apart from infections, there are age brackets also affecting fertility. Female age of 35 years or older, a history of pelvis inflammatory or pelvis infections or pelvis or sexual transmitted diseases, unknown unknown fibroid or a problem that has to do with sperm. There are many that lines with infertility areas. As a result of infertility, some as a result of it, some have come to be in 12 months or to find it difficult to understand that once a woman got married, a year, 2 years is enough to conceive, but they will stay or they will be in a marriage 1 to 3 or 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 6 years, yet not yet to conceive. It's a problem of infertility. Some have been in different hospitals, some have been in different areas, but no results to show for it. I'll drop a little information that we all need to know, which I dropped previously on the last video. Many are still asking, they couldn't get me. Now listen, from what I said in the last video, if you're treating yourself, if you're under treatment on a best gynecologist that you know, he or she will also tell you that once you're under treatment that has to do with infertility, there is a stage or first stage, you being a victim should be abstinent from sex. This sex of a thing is only thing that reduce the active of medications. And some of us don't know the kind of drugs being given when a woman or a man is suffering from infertility. Some genotype or some blood group is reacting negatively in some medications. When it comes to men infertilities, some men believe that years back, during their youthful age, during their whatever, they have impregnated again. They now believe that now they have gotten married, there is nothing wrong with them. No, my brother, you are there, listen to me very well. That you impregnated a girl when you are still in secondary school or when you are still in university doesn't mean that your sperm cannot go down. Sperm, unlike you complained that you treated malaria last year, there's no way your malaria will still come back again. Never. Learning is a process, change is constant. The same to treatment. That you are watching this video, I would like you to understand something. In average, sperm is 15 million and above. And any man that has a low sperm count, that has a sperm of below 15 million, is considered a low sperm count. And we are rating 15 million and above. 15 million and above is a good sperm, but 15 million below is a low sperm count. He cannot impregnate a woman. And mostly guys, they like taking some herbal medication, or because of one of their friend has already done and it works for them. In other words, they are already taking it 1 year, 2 years, but no results. Your question should, your body system and that of your friend body system, are they the same? Because there are some things your system doesn't require, or there are some things your system doesn't accept. These are the basic things you need to know about infertility, about some issue that has to do with sperm analysis or sperm infertility. That you are right here, or that you are wherever you are, listen and listen attentively. It will help you. That you are taking a medication that leads to your reproductive organs. Try as much as possible to be abstinent from sex, and whenever you are taking this, you also should know what it takes, and basically abstinent from sex from the first, second, third stage of your medications. Some women are asking questions. Someone asking me questions says, um, infrequent menstrual cycles. Some of us don't even understand, don't even know how to calculate their monthly flow. And they keep on blaming their husband that the husband is not okay. You, as a woman out there, you are the one to position yourself when you're ovulating, when your ovulation is very active, when you are to meet your husband for it to fertile. In a man is every second active. If only his sperm is very active, he's every second active, every minute. You are the woman to meet a man at appropriate time. And once you meet a man at appropriate time, believe me, before a month or 2 months, you will conceive once you are perfectly okay. But some people mistake their calculations in their monthly calculation. Sorry, they will turn it upside down, which is very wrong. A woman has a regular menstrual cycle or a menstrual period, also defined as a regular cycle occurring every 21 days or to 35 days. This almost always indicate that she is ovulate regularly. Some people don't know what is ovulation is all about. Ovulation is egg, which occur approximately 2 weeks before the start of next period. And I'm going to also indicate or pick those areas, also tell you the stages that you are, or how to calculate your ovulation for you to know the meaning of ovulation and when you are fertile and when you are not fertile. Some have a 30-day cycle, some have 28-day cycle, some have 40-day cycle, there are different cycles. These are the things you should know. And I also let you know there are things you will see after menstruation. You know this is your appropriate time, or this is approximately you are ovulating, or this is not the main ovulation we are talking about. I'm touching all areas of infertilities, and I'm going to touch more. But I like many people, those people that said they didn't get me information because I'm very fast in speech on last one. I would like every one of us to please pay attention and also listen. On the next video, I'm going to treat about 4 different infertilities issue. We start from fibrous ovarian cysts, low sperm count, and also hormonal imbalance. Many have been treating a hormonal imbalance. Many have been going IVF, yet there's no good improvement coming out. They have failed. Yes, IVF will tell you that it is 50-50. Well, yes, perfectly, it's 50-50 because there are things you need to know. There are some treatments you need to know or you need to embark on before going into IVF. I never condemn IVF. But there are so many people that is suffering from lack of knowledge. There are some basic things you need to know, then you will get the appropriate results at the due time. It's very, very simple. No adding, no subtracting. If you talk about a woman has a greater than 35 days, it may indicate that she is not ovulating an egg. Some will believe that once they ovulate, once they are seeing their period on monthly basis, and once they are ovulating, there's some ovulation that is not active. Quote me, I will prove you. There's some ovulation that is not active. You complaining, blaming whoever that you are perfectly okay, but you are not okay because your ovulation is not active. Or because of what? Some of us, we ladies, some ladies out there have been taking some pills in order to also to flush sperm or to prevent pregnancy during their youthful age. All those things affect fertility. All those things affect reproductive organs. There's some men that's taking some eye drugs like codeine, Vega. There are many of them out there. They do take Volume 5, name them. They do take, in other words, to last longer on bed during sex. My brother, you that is watching me, please take a note. All those things affect you. All those things reduce your sperm motility. All those things reduce the sperm volume. All those things reduce the sperm progressive. All those things can turn your sperm to zero. That you went to hospital to perform some test result that which a doctor will commence, you run a sperm analysis fluid test, that you get to the place they show your sperm is 200 million. You classify yourself excellent, and if a problem should rise up in a year time, you went back, it shows that you are having a problem of sperm, and from 2 million of last previous one is now turned to 1 million. My brother, is an error. You are taking treatment, yet you are having sex. Even though your wife, some people will be like, I've not heard of this. This is the first time of hearing this. But now listen, the basic thing you need to know, if you are treating yourself anything that has to do with infertility, your opposite man, husband, wife should also be on treatment. But when this treatment is going on, basically, there shall be no sex for the first, second, third stage of medication. Once you are going on the right steps of medication, that is the most important thing. But if you are not going on the right important of medication, you are just taking a wrong medication at the right time. Because of what? You have not known your body system, and you don't know what your body system is responding towards to. It's very, very totally non-acceptable. So I would like to also get some information or some comments, your questions about how to calculate your ovulation. I'll also teach you, I'll also indicate to how to calculate those ovulation, when your ovulation is occurring, when you are menstruating. Some people are using fake calendar. Some people are using some people are taking white quinine. Some people are taking oxytocin. Some people are taking um, P2, all those things. You are getting the results when you get married. Your friend might be taking it. It's working for her. And it's come to your own. It's not working for you. You ask yourself, what's the problem? Because your system and her are not the same. That is most important thing about infertility. 7% of couples these days who got married on the second day or the second weeks they got married. But 90% out there, we got married and find it difficult to conceive. Not because some are perfectly okay, some are very, very okay, or because of what? They have been taking some pills during their youthful age, or some have not been taking any of those pills. But because of what? They are taking a lot of sugar, which affect their hormones. When you talk about hormones, if you're taking the rightful steps of medication, you will also know there are things you need to avoid eating. There are things you need to avoid doing. There are things you'll be doing. You will know your hormones will also balance. You're talking about issue of hormones. Now listen. Issue of hormones. You being a man or you being a woman, each and every one of us has a role to play. 90% of problem of hormones are caused by yourself.
You just cause the problem on your own self. Medication is just addition to improve, to help you out. Many today are taking a lot of sugary, yet they go in and come out successfully. But you might go in and come out, you will never ever succeed it. You might go in and come out, but coming out of it, it will be a problem. Some of you will go in and come out successfully. Coming out, I mean, they will still marry and deliver successfully. But you will get married, but for problem of infertility, you'll be asking yourself, these hormones can never baby. These hormones, I don't know, I've treated this, I've treated. So I'll tell you, go to this herbal. I'm going to tweet more about deep down about this herbal of a thing. You will know and you also understand. I'm not condemning any trust. I'm not condemning any. Some of you will think I'm condemning. No, but I'm going to also educate everybody that's watching this video the difference between herbal and medication. Try to know how to calculate your ovulation and try to know the problem you are facing. Some are facing fibroid issue, some are facing on different unhearable cases. In my office, I receive a lot of messages, a lot of complaint physically on social media, yet they are receiving their testimony. It's not much you will come close to the doctor will say, from information, from what you hear, put practice in whatever you are doing, you will get a result. When you talk about fibroid, it also leads to so many things. You will go to a lab technician, a lab scientist will tell you you have a urinary tract infection, you have this, you have that, you have that. Yes, you will also be given injection on those areas, on those things, the sensitive ones and non-sensitive ones. Some of them will be given both sensitive one, just try and lock. Fine. But the question is this: are you also treating the opposite sex? Are you also abstinent when you are taking all those medications from sex? Are you also being serious in your medications? If you go to my YouTube, if you go to my WhatsApp, my Facebook, my Twitter, many people are testifying. The other previous one I gave birth, yes, 40 years, yes, she conceived and gave birth. 47, yet she gave birth and conceived. All these are the things we all need to know. Thank you. See you tomorrow for live video. I appreciate